I'm a big up Julius Randle, man. I'm giving up the gunshots to Randle. I'm giving the gunshots to Randle, man. I'm giving the gunshots to Randle because for the second game in a row, Randle, he showed up. And when Randle showed up, he didn't show up in his typical Randle form where he's like, oh, Randle had a fantastic game. Randle had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Didn't shoot well from 3. 2 of 8 from 3 from Randle. Didn't shoot that well from the field. 8 of 20 from the field at 40%, right? But what I liked that I saw from Randle is even though we got off to a slow start, when his number was called for the moment, and when it was time to push back and fight back, Randle was out of his own head, and he was, again, making quick, decisive decisions. He was starting to go to the hole. The first shot he missed was an air ball from, I think, the top of the key, and the second one was almost an air ball that grazed the rim at the corner, right?
Bruh.
Crazy, bad shot from Randle. But it seemed like from then on, the coach calls timeout. Randle starts to do what? Attack the basket. Attack the basket, attack the basket, attack the basket. To the point where he starts rolling, he just starts going ape. He starts attacking the basket. He starts hitting mid-range shots. And even in the third quarter, the game apart where the Knicks made a run, the Celtics made a run, and then Randle starts to push back. He starts to push back, attacks the basket, and starts to let out a primal scream and gets the MSG faithful on his side. Randle getting the MSG faithful on his side. And this is the thing that Randle has to figure out to get the MSG faithful on this side. Randle, let me tell you a secret. And me and my boys joked about this when we was in college. There's a few things that New Yorkers love. They love hustle and defense, and they love emotion. When you start making these plays, these and one plays, going to the basket, going to the foul line, hustle rebounds, because there was one play, the one play that really did it was he grabbed the rebound, I think, over Williams and scored like an and one and screamed. New Yorkers love that. New Yorkers love a good, hard rebound, score in your face, and then a primal scream. Every time, we're going to get you on your side. The Garden stood up. And they were on Randle's side. And the team was, at that point, the Garden was with you. The team was with you. And we was all on board for this win. We was all on board. We was like, we don't care. We're fighting back. And this is when we're talking about leadership posture. We talk about leadership posture this entire season. When things get down, when things get rough, who's stepping up to the plate? Who's going to be the emotional leader? Because a lot of times we do get caught up with the X's and O's of things. And of course, the X's and O's of things absolutely matter when you're talking about NBA execution and wins and losses and how you're going to perform when it's time to perform in this game. But a lot of the times, sometimes the X and O's don't even matter. It does matter, but it doesn't. Sometimes what carries you over the hump is the effort, the energy, the boost, the I got you, the high five to your man, that you can do it. These are the intangibles of the game that can carry over to a win. And that's a lot of the reason why the Knicks won this game today. Now, granted, Tom Thibodeau, he made some great plays and some great decisions down the stretch. I love the decision to play quickly over Burks in some pivotal moments. I love the decision to put RJ in pick and roll with Mitch, despite RJ having a tough night. But you really need to have these pivotal energy plays to bring you over to these higher moments. And Randle gave you the energy today, played great defense after the kind of lethargic start, and really gave us that leadership posture we needed to enforce things. And also an amazing stat of the night for Julius Randle. You're not going to believe this. 22 points. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and wait for it, 0 turnovers for Julius Randle. 0 donut, goose egg turnovers for Julius Randle. Now tell me you not proud when you see 0 turnover from Julius Randle. Come on now. I got plenty else to say about. There's a lot else to talk about this game. I want to talk about the ins and out of RJ Barrett's game. I want to talk about some other things from Quickly and Burks and all that other stuff. But man, big win from these Knicks tonight. With the team playing the way the team has been playing, with the Knicks playing the next 10 games at home, and we need to run off some of these wins. These are the type of games that we need. And you could book a Knicks Celtics game. It's always going to be gunfire, gunshots in the air, explosions. It's always going to be a thriller and vanilla with these Knicks versus Celtics, and we did not disappoint tonight. Shout out to these wins who showed that grit, that New York grit, and some good shooting and a little bit of luck too. But at the end of the day, some energy to beat these Celtics, man. You know what? I see my guy Ryan G's in the building. I see some other callers in the queue. First caller up, though, I'm bringing Ryan G, my guy Ryan G, in the chat because I know he couldn't be here tonight because he's away. But Ryan G, man, I pass you through. Let us know, man, what you think about today's game. I'm giving you the floor, sir.
Yo, Ryan G in the building.
Ryan G in the building.
Show tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry I couldn't be on the show tonight because I'm away on business for a day. I'm going to be back tomorrow. But, yeah, man, I was able to catch the game. And tonight, like, I know Fournier had the crazy game. And by the way, Fournier, I'm about to put a clause in his contract. He can only play against the Celtics. That's the only team he's allowed to play against. Because it seems like every time this dude goes up against the Celtics, he just goes off. I don't know what it is, but he just goes off every time he goes against the Celtics. But even though Fournier had that crazy game, my play of the game tonight was Julius Randle for one reason.
What was that?
The energy this dude showed, the passion he showed. I cannot remember the last time I've seen Julius Randle show that kind of passion.
Me neither.
When he's on the court. And I feel like it was his passion that got the Knicks back into the game because Julius Randle is seen as a leader on this team. And when you see a leader get hyped like that, and so that type of passion, that type of energy, that becomes contagious. That spreads throughout the team.
Facts.
And that's what helped the Knicks to get back into this game and cut that 25-point deficit and get the win. So my player of the game, because I know Julius Randle gets a lot of criticism, and it's deserved based on the way he's played this season. But tonight he's my player of the game because I feel like it was his passion that willed the Knicks, and of course, Quickly had a great game also from the point guard position, and everybody just played with a lot of passion. I think tonight was like one of the few nights where, because Fournier had a stretch when he wasn't scoring, but the Knicks were still getting back into the game, and I'm like, I can't remember the last time I've seen that, where Fournier was actually helping without scoring the ball. But this is what kills me about the Knicks, though. It's a consistency because I feel like if the Knicks was getting this type of passion from Julius Randle consistently, if they were getting this type of scoring from Fournier consistently, even though I know this is a breakout game, Fournier is not going to drop 41 every game, but at least if he can give you at least 16, 17, 18 a night, and if these guys would just play consistent.
Right.
The Knicks would be in a better position. The Knicks would have a much better record than they have at the moment. That's my only thing with this team. It's the consistency. They need to find some way to become consistent and show the same passion, the same energy every night.
Absolutely. And here's my thing. 2 things I want to say. One, this 2-game absence from Randle when he was in COVID protocol and couldn't play. I'm looking at this like the Kemba Walker benching to me. I'm looking at this in the same light. And when I say that, I mean this. This might be one of those blessing in disguise things where he kind of sat away from the game, got to reset his mind and his body, but more so his mind, and get checked back in mentally. Because we've seen, like Ryan G has said, he has not been checked into the game for a long time. We've only seen him show, like you said, this is the first time I've seen him show emotion maybe all season.
Yeah.
All season. I seen him maybe crack a smile on Christmas, and that's maybe because he knew he was coming home to like some chicken or something like that. Like, because I heard he was cooking mac and cheese and stuff, so he was hungry. So I felt like he was thinking about his kids and Christmas and Santa and all that stuff. But today I actually saw some real energy from it, and like you said, we need that. And maybe the Knicks needed that little couple of game reset from Randle to bring him back into the fold mentally, because you start to see, he's not thinking anymore. He's not overthinking anymore. Like, he was like, okay, look, the game is on the line. What am I going to do? Oh, the shot is open. I'm taking the shots. I'm driving to the hole left hard every time when I need to. I'm getting rebounds. I'm screaming in people's ear. I'm pointing to the screen. I'm screaming like, this is what we need, man. This is what we paid you for, man. This is why you came here, man. This is why we wanted you here, sir. All the energy you came today with that, keep that same energy. That's the energy we want, not what we saw 3 games ago. This is the energy we want moving forward.
Exactly, man. I'm just hoping that, like you said, because we've been suggesting it even before he went into health and safety protocols, that maybe he needs to step away for a few games to see if he can get his mind right. And it seems like it definitely did something, because the Julius Randle we're seeing once he came back from that is a different Julius Randle than what we've seen all season.
Yep, absolutely, man. Yo, I'm trying to. Do you have anything else to say? I also want to talk about. I'm not sure if you could do a 3-caller thing, because I'm not sure what your time is, Ryan, or not. But I'm not sure if you can do a 3-caller setup here.